XAUUSD, popularly known as the gold sport. And so far this week, we've done phenomenally well on this particular asset as we took advantage of that buy position at the breakout of that descending trend line and the 2169 level we identified during our live session yesterday. And in fact, congratulations to everyone who capitalized on this opportunity. Now let's quickly run through, for educational purposes and the sake of those who missed out on our session yesterday, what has really happened in this particular market. Now, during our live session yesterday, right here on the 1 hour time frame, we did acknowledge that price action may likely be going through the retracement of that impulsive move that followed the FOMC announcement last week. I think this is much more visible on the higher time frame. So let's run through the higher time frame quickly. So right here on the 4 hours time frame here, remember we acknowledged the breakout of this uptrend continuation pattern last week, which gave us about 900 pips from multiple buy entries. So remember, we joined this bullish move last week, and then we also joined this bearish move last week again, riding the momentum back into that demand zone between the 2160 and the 2145 level. Now, during our live session yesterday, I did mention that we may be seeing a situation where the uptrend continuation is mature after seeing price come back to retest the structure that was broken, and the appearance of higher lows here was a sign that buyers may likely be gaining momentum behind the scenes. And one of the things we did here yesterday was to position ourselves for an uptrend continuation. And if you remember vividly, I said here that the only condition that will make us sell this asset is for this demand zone trend line and that key level at the 2145 to be broken to the downside. And this was obvious, this never happened, further emphasizing the strength of the uptrend move. So as a result of this observation here, we had a structure identified here during our live session yesterday after citing this range bound structure. And I did tell us yesterday that okay, we were around this area during our analysis yesterday. We were around here. So immediately I saw the continued buy pressure around this area. As you will see, despite the strong bearish momentum from last week, sellers were finding it difficult to break through the $2164.50 level. So immediately we saw this, I said that we may be getting ready for an uptrend continuation. That is, we might be seeing the culmination of that retracement move. So we identified this level at the $2,169 area. As we saw here, price did break out of that structure here to trigger the buy position. And in fact, if you had missed out on that opportunity, you will see the market coming back to retest the structure to continue that uptrend move. And remember, yesterday we had multiple levels marked out on our chart. As we said, we will be adding more positions at the breakout of the $2,178.50 level, the $2,185.50 area, and of course the breakout of this level had the $2,195. And as it seems right now, all buy positions are triggered, so you should be having a minimum of 4 buy positions running in profit. And what total do we have right now? So the first buy position is currently running with about 295 pips in profit, while the second one is running with about 200 pips, that's 450 pips thereabout. The third one is running with about 130, and the fourth one here is running with about 330 pips thereabout. So we are running into about 600 pips in profit on the XAUUSD. And once again, congratulations to everyone who had capitalized on this opportunity. Now, as it is right now, price action is moving significantly in our favor, and it is high time we want to be moving all our stop losses to secure the current buy position. And if you would ask me, anywhere around the 2,192 and the 2,190 area seems most appropriate to move all stop losses to, while we give enough breathing space for price action to move around. So with a well-secured position at this juncture, what is going to be our plans for today? How do we intend to capitalize on the next potential move? Will price continues to find new high, or are there chances that sellers may come in at any point in time? And if price wants to continue new highs, do we still have levels to guide more opportunities to maximize this potential move? So as it is right now, it is obvious that the US dollar continues to face bearish pressure amidst mixed market sentiments, with US Treasury bond yield struggling to sustain yesterday's upward movement. The prevailing bias appears to favor the buyers right now, especially with the Federal Reserve signaling a less restrictive policy in the future. And this, for me, may continue to serve as a tailwind for safe haven assets such as the gold. Moreover, geopolitical tensions suggest that the path of least resistance for gold remains tilted to the upside too. So you can see everything is screaming bullish for us. Even the fundamentals is supporting that idea. However, it is essential to acknowledge that we might be seeing the possibilities of extended sideways trading activities today, especially as market participants await key events on the US economic calendar. Though we have some mid-tier economic features coming up later today, but we still have some main event coming up much more later in the week, like the GDP data for Q4 from the United States and the core personal consumption expenditure, which is an inflationary measure of the US economy, coming up on Friday. And of course, this may likely incite some indecision going into this market, as major key players might want to step aside, waiting for this announcement before making additional aggressive bet. So in that regard, I encourage everyone to secure this current buy position right now. So given this development, what are the things we want to be looking out for today? Well, I still think price may continue to climb and find new highs, and if it does, we do want to be on standby to capitalize on that move. So I will be including the 2,210 level. So I want to include the 2,210 level. I think I have two more levels here. So we have the 2,000, let's say 2,205, right? Let's see. Okay. Okay, 2,000. I think this is $2,202.50 level. Seems most appropriate here. So I encourage you to mark out this level on your chart right now. So $202.50 level. Then the highest level so far, the $2,009 area, which we will be looking to 2,209, right? I hope I'm correct on that one. Okay, so we have another level we are looking at to add more buy position if price action continues to find new highs here. So let's mark out this level so that we can maximize this bullish move all the way to the upside. So this is what we shall be looking at today. So I have a bullish bias ongoing. Let's see how far it's going to go. However, it is important to also note that this area between the 2,195 and the $2,209 area has been a strong selling niche in the past. Remember, we experienced this between Thursday between, yes, on Thursday's trading session, we saw this impulsive bearish leg to the downside. And so we may likely see that same situation happen around this area. Now, if that situation happens, how are we going to be joining a sell? Well, for me, I wouldn't be joining a sell at that point. But if you are a short-term trader, a day trader, or one who feels comfortable taking counter trend opportunities, you might be looking at the breakdown retest of the 2,195 area to sell, and that could be a retracement of this impulsive move that we saw here in the last couple of hours. So if price could break down, retest the structure, where is my arrow? Okay, breakdown, retest with continuous selling pressure below the structure, you can be looking at selling back into the $2,178.50 level, dovetailing to about 170 pips thereabouts. And the reason why I'm using the $2,178.50 level is simply because this area is serving as the neckline of this reversal pattern that started this week. So we saw the breakout of the structure, so we may be seeing price come back to retest it in an attempt to continue the uptrend. And in fact, if it breaks it down, a retest of structure could welcome more selling opportunities. Now, to further help us to feel comfortable in our current positions, I'm looking at adding an ascending trend line for us. So we're going to give this a blue color. So we have it at blue color here. So you can see how it shares a confluence with that 2,178. So if it comes back into that area, we may be seeing a reversal setup to continue the uptrend up to the upside. But if price breaks down this trend line and the $2,178.50 level, we may be seeing a crash to the downside. So I encourage us all to mark out these levels. Let's see how the market is going to play out in the next couple of hours on this one. And please, if you still have your buy position running, kindly secure them and let's see how the market will play out. So this is my simple view on the XAUUSD for today. I do hope I made myself very clear. But if you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to let me know in the comment section.